And this is Amy Polak with Entre Results and the Houston Christian Network. And today I have the privilege and the honor to interview and introduce you to Kyle Buthod. Kyle, welcome.
Thank
Glad to
you.
be
Good to
with
be
you
with
here
you.
today.
You too.
Yeah. So tell us, Kyle, tell us your what you do and tell us about your business.
Yeah, so like you said, this is Kyle Buthod. I'm originally from Kansas City, Missouri, but so I'm a Houston transplant and have had a strange array of careers here in Houston. And God has led my story through a number of different careers. But my current passion and our growing business is called Citizens Catering. And we say we do catering for a cause. So we do food and beverage of all kinds. We also are a full service catering company, but we also have some food trucks that are in the community and some people know us by that. But we provide food and beverage. So we like to say drinks, treats, sweets, and more to parties of all kinds. So that could be at your business, at your home, for a grand opening, your nonprofit, anything that requires food and beverage, we can handle. But we are having a blast getting to serve Houston. And it's been an honor. And so we say catering for a cause because a lot of our proceeds are supporting initiatives here in the city, here in the state, and also abroad. So we like to give back to the community in some really fun ways. And so those are our profit partners, which are typically nonprofits, but we get to use some of our proceeds and our profits to support them as they have amazing impact that we couldn't do without them.
Nice, amazing. That's
Yeah.
that's just amazing. How did you get into that? How did you choose catering?
Yeah, it's been an interesting journey, as I mentioned. But in May of 2020, the nonprofit that I was leading and the photography and photo booth company that I was doing and still am passionate about, in May of 2020, I found a 1948 pickup truck that was a converted farm truck into a food truck. And I was at an antique store with some friends, and my friends were like, "That looks like something you would do." And I was like, "I think I'm going to buy that thing." It's COVID.
Wow.
It's May of 2020. I'm going to get a food truck. You can't, do much with a food truck during the pandemic, but we could be open on the weekends. And so I had this immediate vision to flip this 1948 pickup truck into a Houston food truck, which is a feat in and of itself. For those who don't know,
Hmm.
our city has a lot of regulations, rightfully so, on food and beverage for safety. And so I dove into the food and beverage world on a food truck. And over the last 3 years, we have grown into numerous trucks, and we turned Citizens Truck, was the original name of the company, into Citizens Catering, and have done almost 2,000 events in the last 3 years, serving our city. And that could be a charcuterie board in a home, all the way to a grand opening of a stadium. We get to serve different schools, churches, nonprofits, some of Houston's top businesses and top family.
Wow.
Really amazing. So it
That's
started as a truck.
incredible.
Yeah, it's been so fun. Started as a truck, started as a dream. But about 10 years ago, I opened a cafe here in town with friends. So I'm experienced with food and beverage, got out of that, went into the nonprofit space, never thought I'd be back in, but love catering, love serving the city.
That's amazing. I mean, just in a matter of 3 years, 2020 was such a challenging year for so many people. And you're just like, I'm going to make this happen.
Yeah,
And here
it
you are
was
today.
it was a pipe dream. A lot of amazing people on our team, a lot of amazing vendors and partners and suppliers. We have some of the best quality product that you can serve because we partner with Houston's top small businesses. So we are a vehicle, not just quite literally, but also figuratively, we are a vehicle to get more of the best items out. So if you want great desserts, we aren't just making desserts at a kitchen. We're using some of the best people, the best ingredients, the best vendors.
I love it.
We love serving people.
That's awesome. I love it. Well, you can definitely tell with how you're sharing your passion for this business. That's awesome. So share a success story with us. Like brag about your company. Maybe share, I mean, you can share anything really here. You can share something that would you thought like, I don't know how this is going to work to like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Or, anything really, any kind of a success story you want to share with us.
Yeah, there's so many stories that come to mind when you ask that, but the one that is the most prominent is a large brand that I was actually not familiar with, but a New York City-based company randomly called our company line and said, "Hey, we heard you are a great company we should partner with for our grand opening. The shopping district that we're building our new storefront in recommended you because you had done events with some of the other stores and farmers markets. And we don't consider any event small. Everything's important, whether it's the backyard party for your kid, that's just as important as the Texans hosting their own team members for training camp, which we've done as also. So I told this brand, I said, hey, fill out our form. We'd love to serve you however we can be of help, not realizing they're expecting 2,000 people to come to their grand opening. They want everything custom colors, custom branded, everything's pink, everything's floral. So we actually embarked on one of our most challenging projects, which
Wow.
with a small team to do hot food, cold food, and drinks for a grand opening for a brand that I had not heard of, but I told several of my friends, and the girls that I know said, I can't believe that company called you. They're like New York Fashion Week, da da da.
Wow,
The story was
amazing.
that we got a call from a client that to us wasn't, wouldn't have been a traditional client, but everyone's important, no matter the scale or scope. But we were able to pull off a really successful grand opening and served far past what we and they had expected. So we were pivoting on the fly, creating more product. It was so fun. So we did
Wow.
really great event. And so that actually launched us into grand openings and full service catering was events like that to put our name out there. And so it was successful for the brand and successful for us, but also it showed us that nothing's too small. And also if
Mm,
you nail something with a great team and a great product, you can actually grow as a company in the right ways instead of going, well, we don't really do events like that. It's like, well, now that's what we specialize in is large scale operations with quick turns. We didn't have a year to plan. We had probably 3 to 6 weeks to pull it off. And we're talking
wow.
a lot of work. So it was a success
Wow.
every angle, but it taught me as the leader of the team that we have the responsibility to take on creative challenges because it actually unlocks new levels for us.
That's incredible. I love it. I love repeat that last quote. What did you just say?
I said, as the leader of the team, I realized that we have the responsibility to, I'm trying to remember how I said it. We have the responsibility to take on new challenges because new creative challenges because it unlocks new levels for us as a team. So it shows us that we can band together, we can please the client, we can nail the product, we can do those things instead of going, well, that's not our bread and butter. Now, if you know your bread and butter super well and you can't take those things, then obviously don't. But for us, we knew we were becoming an events catering company. So we
Hmm.
went, well, we've not done that. And we can be upfront with them and say, here's the things we have done. We have a great product and a great operation. Um, but a new challenge unlocked a new level for us.
I love it. I mean, and I think that's just how life is. Whenever
It
we
is.
hit challenges, it's a way to reach new levels in
Mhm.
life, in business, and to be able to integrate your creativity with how you run your business and working with your team. I mean, it seems like very challenging, overwhelming. I couldn't do it,
Yeah, it was
but
overwhelming, but it was worth it. And in the
that's
moment, like,
amazing.
there's no way, we were scared going into it and nervous the whole time. But, people have different phrases, but, pick your heart or, push through or whatever it may be. But for us, it was like,
Hmm.
we're just going to be nervous through the process. But we know how to serve, we know how to do hospitality, we know food and beverage. We are the experts. They have hired us. And so there's a trust level that they trusted us more than we trusted ourselves. And so for
Hmm.
us, it was a success because yes, we got it. We got the bill paid. We did whatever from a business perspective, but from a personal perspective, I think back about events like that where we had no clue how to do it, but it was a success in my mind because we led a team and had fun doing it.
Nice. That's awesome. I love it. Love it. Great. So, how can people get a hold of you? Or what's the best way for people to get a hold of you if they know someone that wants to have a large
Yeah.
catering event, or if they want to use you themselves for an in-home house party and they, want Citizens Catering to come and cater? How would
Yeah.
they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so the best way is on our website. We have a lot of great information there at citizenscatering.com. And if you're interested in getting a quote or booking or getting some information or even sharing information, citizenscatering.com/book, or there's a booking button. And that doesn't do anything other than get you a quote. We can do anything from, like Amy said, an in-home party to a grand opening. And so we're a catering company, but we're also a creative company. So if you need something to please a certain type of audience, whether it's kids or a business team or the team of board members. We do anything from usually we start at groups of 12 to 20 and go all the way up to 2 to 3,000. And so we can do anything hot food, cold food, drinks, treats, sweets, all kinds of great stuff. Our specialty is in the the food and beverage industry. So if you have an idea, we could pull it off.
Nice. I love it. Okay. Okay, for those of you who are watching this video, make sure you reach out to Citizens Catering, contact Kyle Buthod and his team, and they will take care of you. And remember, it's catering for a cause. So you know that your money is not only going to entertain your guests and set up an elaborate display to really show you off and your company off,
Right.
but you're also going to be supporting some outstanding organizations out there that are serving the community and helping our world become a better place. So thank you so much, Kyle, for your time and for sharing with us. I really appreciate you.
Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity, and thanks everybody for listening.
Absolutely. Have a great day.